Hey guys, Casual Crono here. I am going to hit up the new dungeon, Entrana, and I'm going to try something I haven't tried yet. I'm trying a Sesta team with a bunch of unequipped other characters. I want to see how hard or easy it is if I just have Sesta. I'm going to get pretty much no rewards either because I have no light points or anything. So I've run this dungeon about 10 times. A fully geared Sesta team has no problem with anything here. So if you have Sesta and you have any amount of decent gear, you'll be fine. But this team does not. Trash mobs, still not a problem as long as Sesta goes first. Let's pick up our Kyatnaps. And we'll try our first horror here in a second. Alright, looks like this horror is not a problem.
Sesta's fangs always find target.
So let's just try going in order. So we'll go to the first one, the ruins. Let's knock out some trash mobs, make sure there's still not an issue here. Well, the bats do go first, which could cause issues.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Oh, Sesta killed herself. That's not good. Alright. We're in the first area. Guess the trash mobs are not completely unavoidable. Looks like we'll have to fight one group. Alright. The bats do have a confuse ability. When I ran this before, Sesta did not go first. And as a result, she got confused. So you could either increase her speed, or you could equip like a confuse resistance badge or something.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright, horror taken care of. Let's go check out the boss. Alright, let's restore some health and check out this boss.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright, so the first wing is totally doable with Sesta and some random schmucks. And I'll go over the team in a second. I got a gold lump. Yay. Sesta herself is geared. She has the Elpis dagger, Ring of Might, which improves damage at max health, and Vitality badge, which improves damage at max health. So as long as Sesta stayed healthy, there were no issues. Her grasta were the typical pain and poison. However, there was no pain at any point during that wing, so Bullseye was working, MP consumption was working, and when there was more than one enemy, adversity was working. So the pains didn't matter so much as the upgrades did. Now, that said, I had Curio, who just had some basic gear. I don't know if he had any grasta. Okay, he had one katana grasta that gave Sesta 300 extra health and regen to all katana users. But that was it. Amy was not equipped at all, had no grasta whatsoever. And Yuri was not equipped at all, only a level 60, and had no grasta. In the back row, I did have Azami, and she had some katana grasta as well. As long as Sesta stayed at max health, she did extra damage. She did extra damage because they were all wind type users. And then I did have the enhance at low HP katana, so if Sesta did take damage below 80%, she would still do a boost in damage. So, and then I didn't have a second person. In fact, looking at this now, it'd probably make a lot more sense if I just did this and actually just removed Yuri entirely. So there you go. Sesta can knock out the first wing pretty much by herself as long as you have 3 other wind users. I might just go ahead and swap out the Vitality badge. Since not everyone has that, I'll just give her a Speed badge and see if that helps. So now she has a speed of 300. All right, let's try another wing and see if this works. All right, guys, round 2. We're going to check out Entrana with Sesta and just some random wind users. Let's go get our Kyatnaps in the first area.
I am Azami, prepared to die. Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless. Surely now he will. No, can't lose focus.
All right, let's see, a couple more. All right, let's knock out the horror.
We've got an ace up our sleeves.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
All right, so we checked out the ruins. So let's go to the next area. Let's go to the labyrinth. All right, for the sickness of completion, we'll try to skip most of the trash mobs. But we will check out the horror and see if it's doable with this team.
Sesta is ready. Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Go, barrier pierce.
Sesta did good.
Hey, you have the first move. Psych!
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless. Sesta did good.
Alright, so trash mobs in the horror in the Labyrinth of Thanatos do not seem to be much of an issue. So let's see how the boss treats us. Okay, I could just hit attack. Might inflict break as well. She seems to go faster than Sesta. Not sure if it's really necessary. Oh, Sesta's going first anyway. And never even got to the final attack, so I could have just auto-attacked for that boss as well. And because I have pretty much no light points, I get, ooh, I got a Triacy. Not particularly one I need, but I guess it's better than 15 support fragments. So, alright, so I think all that's left is Turialba. So let's see if this team can handle that. As always, we'll go and get our Kyatnaps. Alright, I think that was all of them. Yep. We'll get one more from the horror.
We've got an ace up our sleeves.
Listen, these are the creatures of the voiceless. Zanshin. Oh.
Alright. And now we'll check out Turialba. Alright. We'll do the usual. We'll check out and see if Sesta can handle the horror here.
A samurai who runs has no honor. Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Looks like that's a big
I
yes.
hope you find peace.
Alright, and let's just check out one trash mob. See if she can handle them. You'd think that with her handling the horror, she'd be fine with the trash mobs, but I'm still reminded of the bats from the first area, so you never know. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Let's check out the boss. Alright, we'll target the boss and just auto-attack and see what happens.
These are the cries of the voiceless.
And there we go. So, a decently geared Sesta and a little bit of support grasta, and she can pretty much solo the entire new Another Dungeon. Alright, so we've shown that Sesta with just basically random win characters and a minimal amount of grasta support can handle the new dungeon pretty much just fine. So I hear you. What if you go, well, Crono, I don't have the Elpis weapons yet. I don't have all this uber gear. Can I do it with more basic stuff? Well, I'm going to test that out right now. I've swapped out the Elpis dagger with just a Mechani katana, something that everyone has access to. She still has a speed badge. In fact, let's dumb down her speed just a little bit. Let's give her a 30 speed badge instead. The rest of the team really didn't have much of anything to begin with, so I'm not really concerned about them. And I'm going to leave her grasta alone because bullseye, MP consumption are both pretty common-ish to get if you're doing this dungeon, you probably have access to Omegapolis and others, and you can eventually farm those. So the other thing I've done, because I was tired of getting just one reward for completing the dungeon, I threw in my two highest, well, almost highest light point characters. Palm has 138 light, Irina has 119. Technically, if I sort by light, Soira has 130 light points, but I don't want any of her grasta to interfere. These characters are unequipped. They have no grasta. So they are basically just giving me light points so I don't come away with just one reward. So you can kind of pretend they're not even there. It's just the same for team as before, only instead of the Elpis weapon, I have a store-bought weapon. And my speed badge is a little bit weaker than before. So we are going to try out Entrana and just see if it's doable. Since I only have 2 green cards, I think what I'm going to do is just go straight to the final area and take care of business there. But not before I get some more Kyatnaps. My understanding, by the way, if it's raining, there'll be some cats there, and that's where you get the special item for like the gear and things like that. It has not yet rained for me, so I don't know.
A samurai who runs has no honor. Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
I hope you find peace.
Alright, the horror is not particularly difficult. I think I've gotten all the Kyatnaps. Let's go to Turialba. Alright, step 1, check out the horror, get the Kyatnaps.
Sesta is ready. Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless. Surely now he will. No, can't lose.
Alright, horror still not an issue. I forget if there's any treasure chests this direction. Oh, yes, there is. Yay, more Meowtos. Alright. Final test. Final boss of the dungeon. And let's see if Sesta can take it out without having the Uber Elpis gear.
Listen, these are the cries of the voiceless.
Looks like it. So even if you don't have the absolute best gear possible, I'm not really sure if that matters too much. Some store-bought gear seems to work just fine. The bottom line, if you were lucky enough to pull Sesta, go ahead and just toss her in with 3 random wind characters. Have a little bit of support in the form of Bullseye, MP consumption, and adversity. The adversity did help on that particular final boss since he did have a he. Can you call them a he? It's a robot, since it had a support troop. And then the only other real support Sesta, or the only other support grasta that Sesta had for her damage was Azami's max HP and Azami's Power of Gale katana. Sesta never took damage, so that one never really came into play. So, support grasta that hopefully you have at this point in time if you're doing this dungeon, and Sesta, and 3 random wind characters, and you will win. So, I hope this helps. Casual Crono, signing out.